Hi guys, welcome. I'm very awkward, so I don't really know how to do this, but uh, today I'm just going to be doing a video that could hopefully help others that may be thinking of going into treatment for an eating disorder, and I'm going to be giving a review of Fairhaven. It is a residential. I believe they have two locations in Florida and then somewhere I don't know, but I'm just gonna be talking about that because I have like a lot of info on it. I kept a journal while I was in treatment, so I kind of wrote a bunch of like basics on this treatment center in case for whatever reason. um, so yeah, but first of all, I'd like to say, don't sue me, but this is my opinion. If you are in depths with your eating disorder and you are medically compromised or are just really, really, really struggling and need that intensive care, I would not go to Fairhaven because Fairhaven is more lenient and it's more for people who, yes, I still struggle with an eating disorder, but I'm on the other side and I just kind of need the extra support. But if you're consistently engaging in thoughts and behaviors, then this place might not be right for you, and I will tell you why. First of all, this place has a lot of freedom, and if you are struggling with an eating disorder, you already know it will take that to your advantage. Um, so yeah, there's a lot of freedom. I mean, they're not gonna let you like purge and like engage in behaviors, but they don't really watch you, honestly. You can have your phones 24/7 and your laptop, and if you're like engaging on pro-ana sites or just using those at home in a negative way, you will be able to get away with that here. So keep that in mind. There are culinary groups, and I know some people with eating disorders that is like a yay, and some people that's a nay. Obviously, that's just a part of recovery and exposure, so props to them for that. You don't really make your own meals ever, at least in my experience, but you do get to have a little help making your breakfast. Like, if it's like preparing something like scrambling eggs, you can't do that. But if you're just like pouring cereal with your measurements, then yes, that will be okay. And they are very, very strict on water here. And I know for me, water was always kind of a struggle in treatment because I was already so full from food. But if you don't drink water, they will send you to urgent care for an IV. And I'm not kidding. It's happened. So drink your water if you go here. Well, drink your water if you go anywhere, but here especially. Let's see. They do treat substance abuse, which is really helpful for me because that was a big struggle, but it is not a rehab. So if that's your main issue, don't go here. But yeah, you're able to get away with a lot of behaviors here, unfortunately. I did. Not going to be too specific because I don't want to trigger anyone, but I did get away with a lot of behaviors because there is not really any supervision, not that much boundaries. You meet with your dietitian twice a week, which is actually pretty good for treatment centers. Most of the time it's one, if even. Sometimes you won't even. I think it depends on you. In this place, they didn't really increase my meal plan. So, and I needed to restore weight. So, if you are medically compromised, be careful going here. They do work off the exchange system, which, I mean, in some ways it's helpful, but in others it's super disordered. And the second I discharged and came home, I was like, nope, 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 nope. So I don't know what your guys' opinion on that is, but that's how it is. And this place, their weight goals are lower than most places I've been to. Like, I'm not gonna say my number, but it was significantly lower than the lowest place I had gotten a weight goal from before, which was Center for Discovery. And this place was even lower than that, so. But it could be different for everyone. They could have just looked at other things in my history, but I don't know, man. And you always had options, dislikes, and you could like sub a meal, which was really good about this place because they're really understanding about this is really hard for me. I don't like this. Like truly, I don't like this. They really try to listen to you and not just assume that it's your eating disorder. So that was good. And when you first get there, they're really sweet to you. They don't pressure you to like finish completely at first. Of course, as you get on, they're gonna encourage that because it's a point of treatment. But yeah, they're really, really like take things slow with your increases if you get them. Um, they cater and bring in meals, so it can be hard for some people. They're really supportive of that. Um, and yeah, to be honest, they don't even focus on weight gain here. They focus more on the mental health because you can't really, it's hard to get physically healthy if you're not mentally healthy. So they really focus on that, which I really liked. Um, and to be honest, sometimes I had unsupervised snacks. Either they were busy, they weren't paying attention, or I would just eat on my own. I don't know if it's changed since then or if that was just me, but like the supervision here was not good. Meals, day room, not good at all. And they did even give like reduced fat snacks, reduced calorie snacks, and I don't really understand that. Even when it comes to like non-fat yogurt, like Center for Discovery, for example, did that, and even that I was like I get it because like it fits exchanges, but like it's kind of giving us a wrong message, if that makes sense. But yeah, weight restoration is super reasonable here. Not the main focus. Portions are super reasonable, and you have a lot of snack options, like a lot. Like, I have some examples, like half a cup of fruit. They have dried fruit, crackers, cookies, candy, carrot. They even have these protein truffles. It's like these like little chocolate truffles, but they count as a protein because it has like I don't know, it's weird. You always have a choice with breakfast. Some examples were oatmeal with peanut butter, fruit, eggs, toast, peanut butter with, I don't know, that's a lunch. And a lunch option could be a PB&J with chips or pasta tofu. There's stir fries. It's really good. There's no levels in this place, which I actually kind of liked because a lot of the places, like, if you don't get moved up a level, it makes you feel, like, kind of shitty. Like, oh, like, but this place, like, they treat you the way you want to be treated. So if you put effort into treatment, they're gonna recognize that, but not put it in in kind of like a punishment system, like levels. So that's really good. And you never are on full prep here. I know a lot of places do that, like Center for Discovery, and some other places like you can prep your own food at one point, but this place never does that, and that could be so stress relieving for some people. To be honest, I like prepping my meals. I thought it was a good accomplishment, but not for everyone. Uh, but you can self portion at one point. Like you're not making it, but you can like plate it yourself. Obviously, there's gonna be guidelines and like people there if you need support, and you can't like put like a tiny little thing. Like they're gonna notice, trust me. But like it's nice. It's nice to get that control back in a healthy way. Can't be vegan. Sucked for me. So I was vegetarian. And yeah, I think I have another page. I have so many pages of like treatment. Okay. Yeah, again, they're strict on water, you get IVs. If you have substance abuse issues, they will cater you to an AA or an NA meeting, which is really nice because that really helped me. There's 3 dietitians, which most places they only have like 1, 2, maybe 2. But like this place has 3, so you constantly have that support. If your dietitian isn't there, you can always talk to someone else. It's really nice. And for my experience, they listen beyond food. Like my struggles, because most of the time dietitians just loop everything back to food, but my dietitian here, she listened beyond. She listened to me, not just assumed it was my eating disorder. So that was like super, super nice. Everything is super gradual with the dietary piece. Again, I didn't really get a meal plan increase. And unfortunately, they discharged me when I wasn't even completing my meals. So if you're worried that they're going to punish you, they won't. They are very chill. And that might not even be a good thing, but they're very chill. Um, and for breakfast and snacks, you'd never meal plan here. Like most places, you'll like get together for a group and meal plan your week. Here, they choose everything for you except for your breakfast and snacks, where they give you a sheet and you circle the options you want. And most of the time, you can have fruit for every snack. So like that's nice, fresh fruit, yay! Not something you get much in eating disorder treatment. And their snacks are pretty small, which can be really nice. Obviously, if you're like super underweight, they might have to adjust that. But for me, snacks could be half a cup of fruit, half a cup of carrots, graham crackers, too, with half a cup of goldfish. Like it's super like reasonable and normal. Of course, you can pick whatever you want, but they will encourage you to expand your variety, and the dietitian might give you surprises if you, you know, aren't really engaging in that healthy behavior. Um, and of course, some eat more for snacks. Depends on your restoration goals. But it was nothing really too bad. If maybe you're on a higher meal plan, you could get like fruit and yogurt, pretzels and Nutella, peanut butter and banana. It's super nice. Reasonable size. They don't want you, and if you, a lot of people are worried, like, oh, I'm just gonna gain all this weight in treatment, and then I'll just relapse. Here, they understand that, and they don't want you to gain weight to a point where it's gonna trigger you into a relapse. So I found that really comforting and easier for me to engage in the program. And so yeah, just keep that in mind. They believe that health is primary over weight. Of course, if you're very unhealthy in terms of weight, that plays a part in your health, and they're gonna have to focus on that. But they do it in a more subtle way, so good. They're very gentle, no pressure. Um, the dietitian will brainstorm some ways to help you deal with this discomfort around food instead of just being like, okay, you need more, get over it, like most places do. They're super good here. However, they don't do non-fat yogurt. I know I touched on that earlier, that they do some like reduced things, but yogurt, that's a common treatment food. It's not non-fat. Um, yeah. Yeah, you do your breakfast circle sheets weekly and then snack after breakfast daily. And of course, I know this may seem like I'm saying, oh, you won't have to gain weight. It's a free-for-all program. No. If you are underweight, you will gain weight here. And that's not a bad thing, because they want you to be healthy mentally and physically, and so it'll be good. You will be okay. Um, and honestly, I told my dietitian, this is enough food for me. I feel like I'm getting into that healthy space. What can we do? And she just upped my snacks instead of my meals, so that was like really nice. So yeah, that's basically all I have. I hope this wasn't too like weird or like whatever. I'm very awkward. So if you guys have any treatment centers, I've been to like a lot. So yay for fucked up problems. Yeah.